Well, just when you thought Venezuela's inflation crisis couldn't get any worse, it does. President Maduro promised new super high value banknotes in coins by Thursday, but they never showed up. And so people are still dragging around bags of nearly worthless cash to simply buy things like food and medicine. And there's another problem. Maduro scrapped the 100 Bolivar note this week, and the deadline to swap them for new bills runs out very soon. Mobin Nasser reports.
Spiraling prices and shortages of food and medical products have forced Venezuelans to queue up to buy essentials for months. Last Sunday, President Maduro added to the people's problems by announcing the sudden scrapping of the country's highest denomination notes.
We'll take out of circulation 100 Bolivar bills over the next 72 hours and give a fair deadline for those who own the bills to declare them before the public bank.
With just 10 days to exchange 100 Bolivar notes for new bills, Venezuelans are now lining up at banks and ATMs instead of shops. That's meant sleepless nights and hours of waiting for everyone.
Yesterday, I was at the bank from 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, and today I arrived at 6 in the morning, and there were already about 30 people ahead of me. Then it was a long process inside just to deposit 1,500 bolivars, which is all I have.
The government said it would issue 100 Bolivar coins and 6 new currency notes worth between 500 and 20,000 Bolivar. The new notes were supposed to be available from Thursday, but they weren't. At the same time, most shops have stopped accepting the soon-to-be worthless notes. And that sent people running around in circles.
Yesterday, I deposited what I had in 100 Bolivar bills. But since I have no money, I came today to the bank to withdraw some. So I put my card in the ATM, and they gave me money in 100 Bolivar bills. So it's back to the beginning.
Strapped for cash and humiliated by his demonetization policy, even the president's supporters say the government could have planned better.
This is something that should have been done the other way around. Release the new bills first, then collect the old bills. The way they have done it now has created this problem.
The government says pulling these bills out of circulation helps trap criminals and money hoarders. But it's also snared millions of Venezuelans already struggling to make ends meet. Mobin Nasser, TRT World.
Well, for more on this, we're joined by Jorge Piedrahita. He joins us from New York. He's the chief executive of the emerging markets investment bank, Torino Capital. Jorge, thank you very much for joining us on Money Talks. Do you think this plan was badly handled? And what do you think might be the reason for these notes and coins not being ready yet?
Well, thank you very much for inviting us. Clearly, the plan should have been done differently, and it was rushed in a very short period of time, to the extent that today the problem is worse than what we could have imagined a few days ago. The notes have not yet been distributed, the new notes I'm talking about, and the local rumor is that the larger notes will only be available at the banks probably after Christmas time. So in the meantime, taking out the 100 Bolivar notes, it's equal to taking out about more than 70% of the value of bills and coins in circulation. This will have a macro effect, at least for the next few days, of diminished economic activity, and actually a very severe one. There are many anecdotes of people that cannot, for instance, take the bus to go to work. So the problem will get worse over the next few days, right, until the government starts releasing the new notes.
And so presumably the government will have to give people an extension on the period of time in which they can exchange their 100 Bolivar notes for the new notes.
Well, that would be what logic would indicate. In reality, the government has done exactly the opposite, which is initially it had said there were about 10 days to exchange the old notes or to deposit the old notes at the offices of the central bank, and now they had cut down that to about 5 days.
So does that mean
the
that people will
information we
actually
have
lose
is
money?
that less than could very well be, and the way things look, people will lose quite a bit of money. And it's important to point out that this will affect likely more people with low income, simply because they don't have the means to move quickly, and also people that are in the provinces where news do not travel that fast. So those individuals will be caught in the losing end of this movement.
Jorge Piedrahita, thank you very much for joining us on Money Talks. Appreciate it.